Okay, so this is ultimately the reason why I chose this setup versus some other spring helper. This truck, burdened as it was, when flexed like this, let me kind of show you how handled it is. This isn't full flex. None of the four corners are maxed out, but it is quite a bit. Hey, Frankie. What's up, Frank? This is quite a bit of suspension travel going on here. Previously, I'll include some still images of what this looked like before the setup, but you can see this side, the droop side, has a nice, round leaf spring. This side, the fully compressed side, or the nearly fully compressed side, actually it still has quite a bit. I'll stop there. The last time I did this, this compressed spring was going beyond flat. So not only was it no longer bowed like this, but the leaf springs were fully compressed together, and then also they were going beyond flat. So they, instead of being bowed like this, they were, they were bowed like this. So that really is not ideal for damping. What happens is it becomes so much, it's more pressure than the spring rate is supposed to be, because it goes past straight and then now is trying to basically go from a parabola this way to a parabola that way, and it will usually result in a damper which is overworked. And as you can see, we already have pretty decent dampers. These are the twin reservoir Bilsteins. So even with those twin reservoir Bilsteins, we would get a lot of bounce anytime that the leaf spring got into that position. This RoadMaster setup did increase the spring rate, so we are actually articulated less on this same load, or at this, given the same obstacle, but we are articulated nearly the same amount. The big thing is this helper spring, this RoadMaster spring, applies force to the leaf spring in the opposite direction of axle wrap. So because it pushes up on the front and down on the back, it is preventing the axle from getting axle wrap, which is super common with leaf spring trucks, going through a lot of axle articulation, especially if they have heavy loads. So this basically has removed the axle wrap that I was getting, much like a 4-link setup would get, and this takes 1/1000th the time as a 4-link setup to install.